Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of CMA Brain Quiz. Today we're on episode 5. I'll be your host for today. So today we're going to be talking about delegation skills. So delegation involves working with subordinates and your team to ensure that all the tasks are managed properly. So with that very brief intro, let's go to question number 1. Alright, question number 1, Team A, you will be given 2 minutes first. First question is, how do you delegate?
Sub.
Okay,
Asal I? Okay.
Go.
I blank. Okay, I think before you delegate something, you need to know what are the tasks that needs to be done. Macam specifically, what are the areas, and then you need to it's better for them to like jot down one by one what are the tasks that need to be completed, and then you delegate. Continue.
Short and simple and sweet. As you are, as always. May?
Add on.
Need to clearly explain why they are being delegated, like what's the outcome from this delegation, like the objective, and to find out actually their strength, whether it's suitable to do the job or not lah. So like you need to explain to me. So
Okay.
and provide the right instruction. Sufficient information. And need to provide feedback and check updates. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you all still got 1 more minute, Team A. You
How
guys.
to delegate is the question here. So when we want to delegate, basically we need to actually understand the task at hand. So once you understand the task at hand, you would definitely know how to disseminate the information or the task to the right person. And then you may want to make sure you get the person to understand what is the task all about, and to also make sure there is a given date to actually get done and return. And on our side, when we give the task, we need to ensure that we have this follow-up session, where a follow-up sort of a thing that we put a set. When I delegate, I put a time when I need to follow up. So when you do that, it's easier. So then you kind of know, okay, this is pending job, so we can actually get that out from that person who. Okay,
Alright, well done, Team A.
I heard the bell.
Okay, Team B, are you ready? Okay, your 2 minutes starts now, Team B.
Okay, I start first. Well said, Team A. So first of all, you need to understand the task, because as a delegator, you need to understand the task so that you can delegate. You can explain clearly to the person that you are going to delegate to. Okay, that's first. Second thing is you need to understand the person's strength, like what May said. You need to understand the person's strength, whether this task is going to be suitable for this person to handle. So once you identify the strength, you know that, okay, this person is suitable to handle. So when you pass the task to the person, you need to understand also what's the mode of communication that is convenient for that person, is most comfortable with that person, so that they can capture your information clearly and also can understand what they are supposed to do. Then the third one, yes, as Audrey mentioned, once we delegate the task, it's better to get them to recap what you just said, so that they are 100% understand what you have just shared with them. Then the next one is we need to give them the timeline for them to do, because I understand that it's not only one task that they are going to handle, there are several tasks as well. So from their end, they can manage the time better. They know what is the priority to be done first, or this is the second one, this is the third one, so that they can manage the time well. Then, the last one, once they've done the job, then we can share with them the feedback, so next time they can improve better. So this is from from me for how to delegate the task. Thank you. Any
Nak tambah apa? I tak tahu nak tambah apa lah. Because
Sebab
everyone,
dah complete.
yeah,
So it's not just from Clarice, it's from Team B.
yeah.
hey, thank you.
Everything
That's all
compiled.
from Team B.
Okay, thank you. You got alright. Very good answers, everyone. Thank you so much. Team A pointed out very quick, short points. Team B elaborated very, very well. So I believe it's fair to go. I'll give Team A 45 points
Yeah.
and Team B extra 5 for the extra explanation. So 50.
Wow. Good job.
Question number 2. I believe you all mentioned about finding the right person for the task. So how do you identify the best person for the task? Let's go with Team B first. Team B, your 2 minutes.
Start,
Yeah.
First of all is to look at their skills and experiences, and then make sure it's suitable for the task that you want to give them, and then look at their attitude and their reaction towards it, because sometimes even though they have the right skills, but they have too much on their plate already and they're not happy to get it, then it won't get the work done anyway. And then thirdly is to ask them. I mean, when you have selected the right person, you ask them what they think about it, and then you ask people around them what other people think about that too. For example, I feel like this job suits Zati. So Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think this suits Zati? How about you, Clarice? So like if other people agrees that that person is the best for the task, then you can assign the task to that person. Clarice, Zati?
Okay, to identify is basically macam what Nina said. It's best for us to recognize the skills of what that person have, and then I think one more important thing is the resilience level of that person, because sometimes things come in quite urgent and we need to settle it off quite urgent also. So it depends on the resilience level of that person, whether they can get it done in a very quickly but with a correct procedure, or they just like kelang kabut buat macam tu, because I sometimes do that also. So I think resilience level of that person is also is something that they need to look at when delegating tasks to that person. So that is all for me. Ada banyak lagi ke masa?
Ada masa lagi ke?
Yeah.
Because Zati and Nina has shared most of it. How to identify? Basically, I feel that is actually based on the day-to-day how you work with the person. So from there you will know, okay, this person is actually suitable for what kind of task. So so from there, based on their skill set, based on their attitude, like Nina said, skill set like Zati said, then we will we delegate the task according to that. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Team B. Hey, Team A, you ready for your turn?
Audrey, you want to go first?
All right, your 2 minutes starts now.
It's an honor, Sab. Thank you. Okay, I think Team B has actually taken the whole gist of it, of what I have to say. Anyway, so of course, we would want to identify day by day as we see them performing their job, their work and tasks in the office. You will definitely see where are their strengths and where they can actually improve. So what I'll do is, of course, try to see what are their strengths. Based on that, then I would actually assign or delegate the job to the right person according to that lah. Yeah. So Zeti and May and Sab, do you have anything to add?
Me?
And maybe I'll add on is like can see whether the candidates is like their passions, or are they like really willing to learn. Yeah, so just like what Team B has said, like can through by asking them to see what's actually what they want, and from there actually then you can delegate even better. Yeah, I think that's all from me, Sab.
I would just want to add that maybe depending on the task, we can see the best person to delegate the job to, maybe someone who can improve in terms of their job scope and it's related to their job scope. So we wanted to delegate something that they can challenge in that era, and also when they are willing to accept another work, because delegation needs to be, I think needs to be what's it called, balance as well. You do not delegate the whole thing to one person lah. You basically needs to identify who has that strength and weakness, and then you delegate accordingly. But let's say if someone willing to come up and take the challenge to do something new, then I think it's okay if you want to try to be that person, something like that. And ada masa lagi ke?
Habis.
Okay.
Right. Great answers, guys. This one is a bit tough to call, but I would say I like what Sabrina said about delegating to somebody else to improve on their job scope. So for that, you get extra points. So technically now you guys are in a tie. So A will get 50 points, B 45 points.
Yay.
Right. That brings us to our tiebreaker, the last question. Question number 3. So just now you have elaborated on how to find the right person for the task. Now, question number 3 is, in your opinion, do you think it is okay to assign somebody who doesn't have the right skills for the task? Okay, so who should go first? Team A lah. Team A go first.
Audrey!
Audrey!
Alright, 2 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, so well, I guess it would be it is totally fine to actually assign a person who is not familiar or not experienced or does not have that strength, provided that you are there to that gives that person confidence. You're building up that person's confidence that that person can actually take the job or do the task, provided that you are there to coach the person or to tell and advise the person accordingly. Okay, this is not right. Probably you want to suggest and propose other methods of how you want to approach it. Then that would give that confidence to that person. So if you don't give a chance, they will never grow. They will never have the opportunity to actually venture, oh, they had this sort of a strength that they didn't know about. Until you give them something, it trickles them. It kind of like brings up that whole sort of a new talent that they never knew they had. So yeah, I think it's fine to actually give a task to a person to actually try. They learn from making a mistake, right? From there, and then that's how they keep improvising themselves. So yeah, May, Sab, anything to add?
I gotta agree with Audrey. It's true, because we don't want the workers to feel stagnant, rotating the same task they're doing. So other than coaching and guiding them, maybe we can ask for the person for feedback as well on how does they think the task they are doing, did they like it, so we can know in the future on the delegation how to delegate certain tasks to the person. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I agree with Audrey.
Yes, I agree with Audrey and Sab. And the thing that very important is, I felt it's okay to delegate something that maybe they are not really specialized in, as long as their attitude, their behavior, and they have the passion and they are willing to learn. Yeah, so from this, how we can know is through like having a conversation with them, like letting them know, is it okay if like we delegate this to you, so we can understand better. Yeah, okay, Sakian.
Thank you. Good answers, Team A. Right, Team B, your counter. You can always say you disagree and give your argument if you like. Right, Team B, 2 minutes starts now.
Tahu macam ni semua orang dah cakap. Well, I actually agree that we can delegate the task to someone that doesn't have the right skills, but you have to bear in mind that it will take time for the person to develop the skills. So like what team A said just now, with proper guidance and maybe training or supervision. So I believe that person can develop skills for that task, and it also will benefit the company as well, and also a bonus for that person because they have a new skills that they have developed for themselves. So
Okay. I disagree if the task is labeled as urgent, very very urgent, super urgent, and also high priority.
But that one I agree
You
also.
will so that one you will need to get someone who has the skill familiar with to handle that.
Yeah, true.
Yes, unless it's not really don't have the due date to chase. Yeah. So then we can assign to someone who has the skill. Yeah, that's from me.
I agree to both Sati and Clarice because you already said everything that I want to say. Yeah, exactly. I think it depends on the task itself, whether it's urgent or not urgent, and also the type of the task. If it's very specific to a certain thing, for example, I need someone to do coding. For example, you can't just assign it to me. I'm not gonna get it done. Even with trainings, I'm gonna take like probably more than a month. So it depends on the task, and it depends on the priority of the task. That's from Team B.
Ding ding.
One. Ding.
Ding.
Hey, it's time. Okay, amazing answers, Team A, Team B. Okay, let me see here. It's a very tough call. So I think the winner of this round is Team B. I will give you 50. Team A, I will give you 55 for pointing out that one extra detail of saying that depending on how urgent is the task. Of course, if the task is urgent, you have no time for trial and error. So you need to get it done ASAP. So well done for pointing that out, Team B. You are the winners for today.
Is you confusing people. Tadi you cakap Team B 50, Team A 55 for pointing out that it's urgent.
Korang Team B kan?
Yang pointing out is Team B, not Team A.
Oh, okay. I punya sorry. Okay.
Host minus mark host.
Masa edit ni kena buat yang tut. Again. Buat terkejut. So the winner is?
Alright guys, so based on the answers that was given, I would say that Team B is the winner for pointing out on how urgent the task is.
Wow. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Alright, also well done for Team A for giving out a very good fight. So don't forget to claim your prize.
Prize.
In the next episode.
The prize.
What prize?
What's the prize? I wonder. What's the prize for this week?
Tak ada prize pun, but this is for marketing.
Okay.
Okay guys, thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.